Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're a subscriber or if you already watched a previous video. Today I'd like to talk about my April perfume tray. So for context, April in Australia is an autumn month, and here in Brisbane we have been seeing temperatures from mid 20 degrees Celsius to mid 30 degrees Celsius. We're still seeing some warmer days. So the April perfume tray for me is a mix of warm weather and cool weather perfumes. And if you watch my current collection video, I have mentioned that for me, warm weather is 30 degrees Celsius and more predicted for that day, maximum predicted temperature, and cool weather is below 30 degrees Celsius, so 29 degrees Celsius and under, maximum predicted temperature for that day. First off the bat, we have Osmanthus by Acqua de Parma. I chose this for April because it's a cool weather perfume and it's not too strong. This is a citrus white floral with mandarin and Osmanthus in its base, so there is that freshness and then it settles into a gorgeous white floral. Just give it a spray. There is also patchouli in the base of this one, so after that initial citrus freshness, it settles down into that the warmth of the white floral, the Osmanthus, and then the warmth of the patchouli. I purchased this in Sydney on my trip there in September last year at David Jones. It was only available in the 100ml, and I kind of wish that they have 50ml sizes, but at the time they did not. I'm actually really happy with this fragrance. It makes me smile when I wear it. It's really, really gorgeous. Next up is A La Rose by Maison Kurkdjian. This is an eau de parfum, 70ml. I purchased this online from Mecca. So Maison Kurkdjian, I was told in the store that they only have 2 units at any given time in the store, and they said that this brand produces small batches of their fragrances, so it was a little hard to get my hands on. I'm very pleased that I managed to purchase this 70ml bottle. This is a citrus rose with a musky base, so it smells to me really quite elegant. It has quite strong sillage, which is why it's ended up in the cooler weather perfume range in my cooler weather perfume collection. So on first spray, there's that blast of citrus, and then it eventually dries down into a gorgeous rose musk. So I really enjoyed this one. I was really happy that I got it, and it's perfect for when the weather is about to turn a bit cooler. I'm a bit wary of wearing this in the warmer months because of its sillage, and I'm just conscious that in the warmer months, like I'm a lot more sensitive to stronger scents, and I don't want to be breathing in a lot of perfume when I'm hot and sweaty. I believe there is a lighter version of this, but I tried both and I definitely wanted this one, the eau de parfum. And next up is Jo Malone's Rose Blush Cologne. If you've seen my previous videos, I've mentioned that rose is one of my favorite notes in fragrance, and that's sort of represented in my April perfume tray, as 2 out of the 5 are predominantly rose fragrances. I purchased this in store at Myer. It's part of a trio of rose fragrances which were featured in February this year for Valentine's. This is a rose lychee musk, and it's described as a rose jelly. So it's got that a little bit of a jammy quality, which I think is why I love it so much. And it's lighter because it's in the cologne concentration, and it's perfect for the April days that we have, which are still a little warm, like in the high 20 degrees or the low to mid 30 degrees. So this is definitely a much lighter rose, and it's got that tinge of sweetness, and I really enjoy this one. Definitely a purchase I'm really happy with. Next we have Fijian Water Lotus from The Body Shop. This is from my warmer weather collection, and in the warmer weather I prefer body mists or colognes, and The Body Shop has a really great range of body mists and colognes which are perfect for our Brisbane summer. They don't always have the same fragrances. So this was from a few years ago, Fijian Water Lotus. It was part of a collection which would state on the label the origin of the main ingredient, and I really enjoy that sort of thing, knowing where the ingredients of my fragrance came from. And this one is the 100 ml size, and The Body Shop tends to be really quite good value for the scents that they produce. So Fijian Water Lotus is what I would describe as an oceanic floral. There are notes of citrus in the beginning, and then it dies down into this lovely oceanic lotus rose scent. It's really quite lovely, and I find it slightly sweet. It's not super zingy like some citrus scents can be, and it really is so lovely for our warmer summer weather. The Body Shop, if you're listening, please consider reissuing this one because it really is such a gorgeous fragrance. The last one in my April perfume tray is You're the One by Bath & Body Works. This is a new purchase. I purchased it on my trip to Malaysia last month in my hometown of Miri, Sarawak. Miri has more brands than I would have expected, so it was a pleasant surprise to see Bath & Body Works had a little kiosk in one of the malls that I went to. And I thought, well, that's a sign. I definitely should buy or try out their fragrances. So my impression of Bath & Body Works is that their fragrances tend to be in that sweet, cloying, gourmand range. And what I love about their packaging is that they actually say what the notes are. So this one is white birch, velvety rose, and strawberry nectar. So it definitely is a fruity floral. And I seem to be leaning towards fruity florals in the month of March. I actually bought a couple which are of the fruity floral family. So this is a 236 ml. It's quite large and pretty good value. I got it for about 90 ringgit in that store, which is less than 30 Aussie dollars. I wouldn't consider this a warmer weather scent because it's quite a rich scent. So I would keep it for the cooler weather days, which the majority of April will be cooler weather. So I immediately get that candy note, and it remains quite sweet throughout the wear of this fragrance. But I enjoy it because it doesn't dry down to that sour, almost headache-inducing dry down, which some perfumes unfortunately do for me. So it remains really quite floral and sweet. So this is a bit of a departure from me, and I think that's quite normal, that tastes can change with time or season, because I usually tend to look for rose scents or aquatic scents or citrus scents. So it has been unusual for me in recent years to look for floral fruity scents. So yeah, this is one I'm actually really enjoying, and I'd be keen to see what else Bath & Body Works has to offer. And so there it is, my April perfume tray. If you've enjoyed this video and you've got this far, please consider subscribing. I'm really keen to meet more perfume obsessives like myself. I'd love to hear from you if you have an April perfume tray, or if there are fragrances that you put aside for the month of April. On what sort of criteria did you choose those fragrances? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!